Hi everyone, today I'll be doing a tutorial for one of my favorite daytime looks, an all over golden glow. But while you watch me do that, I want to tell you all about my birthday. My birthday just passed this last week, and in the midst of finals preparation and general holiday anxiety, my friends did something amazing for a day that I really didn't consider quite so special. I'll start at the beginning of the day itself. I woke up last Tuesday and remembered that, hey, I'm 19, which prompted a mini mental crisis upon realizing that, yeah, this is the last year of my, teenage years. But never mind that, because I had a present from my mom that she and my family had shipped ahead of time for me to open. They got me a nice little bag, I assume because they're sick of watching me carry my old torn up one all the time, and a Dora the Explorer card. Don't worry, this is just a weird tradition that my family has for my birthdays. I was really happy, but I had class that morning, so I had to get up and get my little self up the hill to my microeconomics class to take my quiz. But when I get there, my friends are really normal. They wish me happy birthday and we all go in. I take my quiz, I think a little bit of what the rest of my day holds, and I think about going to get my eyebrows done, but really nothing much more than that. When I come outside after turning in my quiz, most of my group of about 7 people are standing around talking about the quiz, standard fare. That is until Rory says suddenly that we have an announcement to make. And that's when I remembered that it was my birthday and other people might say something about that. So I thought they were all going to sing to me. I ran and hid behind Jennifer, but they pulled me back and said that they weren't going to sing. Rory and Janelle pulled 2 things from behind their backs, a card and an envelope, and a bag from Sephora. I told them not to buy me anything beforehand, especially makeup, because I know that that's expensive. But I really didn't get the chance to chastise and blush for a very long time because they were pressing the card into my hands. I opened it, and there is this. Raisin Bran. I covered up some parts for privacy reasons, but oh my goodness, I love this thing so much. Honestly, I like it because, yeah, I really do like Raisin Bran, but also the fact that I actually saw my roommate making this, but she didn't show me, that my name was on it or that my face was on it. It was, midnight, and I was on my way to bed, but I saw, her photoshopping, a box of Raisin Bran, but I thought it was for her dad, because her dad's birthday was before mine. So yeah, that's what I thought it was, so I thought nothing of it, and I went to bed. I didn't realize that this is what she was making, and she made it right in front of my face. And anyway, when I saw it, I was bent over laughing my head off, and everyone else was kind of making fun of me and how loud I am, but I finally got to open the card. And honestly, it was just really sweet to read everything that they said. I'm just really oblivious, but I didn't notice them passing around this card, and they sometimes just went over my back shoulders, apparently. That's what they said. But yeah, I was just completely stupefied about just how much they did for me. But they didn't really give me all that much time to be sentimental and to really hug everybody, because then Rory, who was holding the bag, started to come near me, and she said, yeah, you need to open this. This is your present. You need to open this. Now, I know what a Sephora bag entails. It entails a large price tag. But when I held the bag, I immediately had an idea of what it was, because I had gone to Sephora earlier and looked at a certain palette. And I guess they had seen me looking at the certain palette and gotten an idea. And in my head, I was both really excited when I felt the weight in that box, and yet really, really guilty. They bought me this, the NAKED2 palette. The palette that I'd been drooling over forever, and that I'd been planning to buy myself with some extra money that I had gotten for my birthday and with my paycheck. But I didn't expect them to do that for me. And then they explained the entire backstory of how they made this happen. I went to the mall with Rory and Janelle the week before, and they saw me just looking at this palette and how I said that, one of the other palettes were on sale. And I said that, oh man, if this palette were on sale, I would just throw my money at the register. I would not care. So I guess that's where they got the idea. But apparently they made a whole nother group chat titled something to the effect of Operation Brenna's Birthday Mission Go. And they pulled together money from our little group of friends, like I said, 7 people, for a $54 palette. And they said that people were just eager, and like they were eager. They wanted to get me this palette, and they were totally okay with like handing over money to get me this little thing. And I was just, it amazes me what they did for me just with this palette. And I'm only at like 10:30 in the morning. This isn't even the end of the story, but it still just blows my mind how much they cared for me and how much they did. Because I really didn't have to do this. I would have been happy with just the card itself. And I have the money to buy that palette now. But then they started to explain the backstory. Well, they already started talking about the backstory. But then they kind of got into the logistics of it. Because the day before my birthday, they saw me window shopping, like browser shopping, haha, at makeup, and I was like, oh, I think I'm going to treat myself, and I'm going to get this NAKED2 palette. And then a group of 3, it was Jennifer, Janelle, Rory, and then someone else, started to kind of just try and steer me in another direction, saying that, you know what, maybe you should get some brushes instead, or you know what, maybe you should get this Anastasia Beverly Hills one instead, because that might be a better value for you. And I kind of just went, no, I like this one better, but we'll see what happens, because I'll probably go to the store and buy it. I don't want to wait for shipping. So apparently I was stressing them a little bit that way, because they thought, oh my goodness, she's going to buy the palette. And by that time, Janelle and Rory had already taken everybody's money and gone and bought it for me. So yeah, I kind of stressed them out doing that. And apparently they were worried the entire time that they were coordinating this that I would find out somehow. I would have been perfectly happy just staying with them and talking to these people that had given me this gift, but we all had to go to class. So Janelle and I had to go and start towards our religion class, and that went by smoothly. But afterwards I decided that I wanted to go to the mall to go see if like maybe I could have a new dress or something just to treat myself on my birthday. I didn't end up finding anything except for this book, The Song of Achilles, which is really good. It's by Madeline Miller. It tells a story, well, it makes up kind of a counter story to how Achilles and Patroclus like met and became friends and, you know, lovers. Like it's not officially in the Iliad, but you know it's there. So yeah, in the 3 hours that I was there, all I really got was that book, and I had lunch. Anyway, I came back and started playing with my new Naked palette, which is how I filmed this video, when my roommate came in and told me, hey, I think I'm gonna go have lunch with you guys today. And I said, oh yeah, that's fine. I didn't pay much attention to it, but I did think in the back of my head that that was weird, because usually she and Jake go to dinner together, and he's usually free about this time of day. But anyway, I just thought maybe he has a meeting or something that he didn't tell me about. But never mind, because it was 6 o'clock, and I got a text from Janelle and her roommate Tammy that they were going to be about 20 minutes late to dinner. So I thought, oh hey, I'll just wait a little bit longer to leave my dorm because I'm really into this book. But Jennifer kept pushing me. She said, no, let's go. I'm really hungry. So I obliged to that, even though in hindsight, she really doesn't eat that much and never really gets super hungry to the point where she has to leave. So I probably should have seen this coming too. But anyway, we get there and we meet one of our other friends, and we all go in to decide that when Janelle and Tammy get there, that they get there. But we were a couple minutes into eating, and I was trying to make conversation, but our friend just kept looking towards the door. I didn't really know why. But granted that my friends had all conspired against me to do something nice for me before, I should have seen this coming. Janelle and Tammy came in with a huge cake with pink frosting and happy birthday written out in M&Ms. And once again, I was squealing and just marveling at the fact that they'd put this together, and I had missed every single sign that they were trying to do something. Then Jennifer turns to me and tells me that this is why she had insisted on coming to dinner with me that night. Or, this is why she came to dinner with me in the first place, because she helped Janelle put this together. And Janelle and Tammy had cooked this in their dorm kitchen, which has this teeny tiny oven that you can barely use, and a and some mixing bowl, and they had managed to find food coloring from one of the RAs. Don't ask me why they had food coloring, I really don't want to know either. But yeah, they had made me a cake too, so they sang, and then they sang to me in a couple different languages, and I tried to hide under the table, but when it was done, we just got to sit together and talk, and once again I got to sit with people and just marvel at the fact that these people care about me so much and that they had gone through such trouble to do something nice for me. You know, sometimes I think that things have become so routine that I kind of know what to expect, and I know what things are going to be like for my especially when it comes to my birthday. I never expected this to happen. It was a really great day that I got to spend with people that I really cared about and people that I really hope I can maintain a relationship with for the rest of my college career. Like, this has just been amazing for me. This entire first semester has just been a dream. I couldn't ask for anyone better or anything more. So here's my final look. I hope you all like it. I'll list everything that I use in the video description as always, as well as some dupes for some shades that I used in the Naked palette. But I hope that you all are having as good of a day, as good of a week, as good of a life as mine. And if you're not, or if you can't, I hope that you find it soon. Thanks, guys.